Hi second graders, today you'll need your blue writing folder, a pencil, and some colored pencils or crayons in red, orange, green, blue, and purple. Today we are working on day 12, publishing. The objective is I can write an opinion paragraph that includes a topic sentence, supporting reasons and details, and a concluding sentence. We're going to pick up on where we left off yesterday. So far, you should have written your topic sentence, transition, your first reason, transition, and then your example, your first example or detail. All right, so we're going to look to see what's next on page 16. We're going to continue color coding and then continue writing sentence by sentence, or I guess section by section, I should say. Okay, so looking at our sample paragraph here, after their first example comes the word next and a comma. That's a transition. So I'm going to use red to underline the transition, just like the first and the for example and the next. Here's the start of the first reason. Here's the start of the second reason. So looking at my own paper, I want to make sure that I write a transition as well. And I'm actually going to use the same one. Next and a comma. Okay, after next, it says next, movies are funny. So for this reader, their opinion is that movies are the best. The first reason is that they have lots of action. The second reason, so underlined in blue, is that the movies are funny. Movies are funny, they have lots of action. Okay, so looking at reason, my second reason, I'm turning to page 14 to look at my second reason. It's I can grow plants out of season. So that's what I want to write next in my paragraph. So next, I can grow plants out of season. Period. All right, so now I have my reason in. That's my second reason. I'm going to move on to what's next. For example, that's a transition. Using red, underline for example. Now looking at my own writing, I'm going to add that next. For example, and comma. Going back to the sample writing. In the movie Hotel Transylvania 3, Johnny appears out of nowhere eating chips while Novus is yelling at her dad. That is an example of a time in a movie when it was funny. That supports their reason. So I'm going to underline all of that in purple. Okay, looking at my own, back on page 14, example here. So my second reason was I can grow plants out of season. Here is my strong reason in purple. I'm going to add all of that into my own writing. For example, this is a lot. For example, since a greenhouse stays warmer than the outside air, I could keep herbs, I ran out of space, so I'm turning it over, growing in the winter. We would be able to use more fresh herbs in our cooking year-round. Okay, that's my example. Let me go back to page 16. I see one last sentence left. The last sentence is the concluding sentence. Hope you watch more movies. I can tell that the writer used a hope as an example of their concluding sentence. Now's my turn. I'm going to turn the page, go to 15. I'm using an exclamation. Oh, they used wish. Sorry, that was called wish. They used a wish example for their writing. I chose the exclamation, so I'm going to write, let's order a greenhouse today as my concluding sentence in my own writing. Let's order a greenhouse today. All right. Now, so let's see. I have my title, topic sentence, my transition, my first reason, my first example, which was long, my transition goes into my second reason, which leads to my second example, and then ends with my concluding sentence. There's my paragraph. All right, and if you look back on page, what page was it? Page 10, I think it was. If you look back on page 10 and look back at our paragraph structure, we have our topic sentence at the beginning. I have all of my details in the middle, and I end with my concluding sentence. I'm following the structure of a paragraph. Topic sentence, details, concluding sentence. So students, today for your independent work, I want you to continue color coding the same opinion paragraph on page 16. Then write your own paragraph one sentence at a time until you have a completed paragraph.